Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. And it's rare to see rivals stretch across the Eastern and Western conferences. But these two teams have some history, Stan.
Well, bad blood can come from anywhere, especially when you look at previous matchups. Rivalries like this one are what makes the NBA special.
Outside Butler. Poirier with the rebound. There's the steal. Here's Manecki. Driving to the basket. Basket's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. To the left side wing. 4 on the clock. Doesn't go for him.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. Pass to Butler. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Knocks it loose. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Manecki can't hit. Off with the layup. Outside Butler. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Manecki. And here comes the break to end the drought. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
Outside Butler. Four on the clock. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And he drives in. The layup misses. Here's the 3. And it's Dozier with the rebound. Got a piece of it. To the inside. And here's the fast break. Outside for Butler. And there's a 3-second violation. Down low. Smits can't get it to go. Into the lane. Outside Butler. 5 on the clock. Here's Manecki. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Manecki's got his second bucket of the night.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Poirier. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. Takes the three. He drops it from range.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Dozier. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Right wing. From downtown. Manecki with a rebound. Got a hand on it. Pass to Smits. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Driving in. Outside for Butler. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. There's a minute 17 left in the opening quarter. Here's Poirier. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Inside. Off target at the rim. Cuts off the pass. Second shot opportunity. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Timeout. Timeout.
The home team calls timeout. Here's Graham. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. He takes it in. And finished off by Graham.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Ogilvy. From down low. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. It's stolen away. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. You're up by 2, and back in a moment as we'll get. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pass to Nora. There's the triple. Lloyd pulls it in. Here's Swider. Here's Courtney. He's scoreless. Pass to Papagiannis. Shot clock at 5. And that misses. That would have put him up. To the middle. Outside Graham. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Takes it inside. Pass to Courtney. Misses in close. Here's Nora. And that one drops for him. Here's Courtney. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Pass to Swider. There's the drive. No good with a layup. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Nora. The three is up. Papagiannis grabs a miss. Here's Swider. No points yet. Over to the left wing. Here's Lloyd. Right at the free throw line. No good. Second quarter play. Almost 3 minutes gone here. Outside Graham. From deep. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
That's a nice shot, helping to space the floor for his team.
Here's Lloyd. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA, Stan?
Well, look, B.A., skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
Driving inside. Courtney can't get it to go. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It's tipped. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Going inside. Shot's good by Lloyd. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Tipped. And there's the drive. Pass to Papagiannis. Here's Courtney. To the wing on the left. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. This one for 3. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Here's Lloyd. Give him 8. Oh, deflected. Butler with a steal. Pass to Manecki. Now Butler. Here he goes. Here's Manecki. 3-pointer. Shot clock at 4. Goes back up. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there. Here's Courtney. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. He hits the second from the line. Here's Butler. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Launches a three. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Dozier. Clock at 6. Here's Poirier. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Good on the second one. 1:51 left in the second quarter. With the drive, down low. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. 1:41 left in the first half. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Manecki. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .124 left in the second. From outside the arc. That shot is off. That makes him 0 for 5.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both shots. To the paint. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And the free throw, no good. And it's Dozier with the rebound.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggled.
Here's Poirier. Misses the baby hook. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of this game. To the left wing. Pass to Manecki. Shot clock at 6. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Poirier. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Poirier's got 7.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
He got a piece of it. So we conclude the first half. Leading by 9. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. To the inside. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Six to shoot. So it's the home team now. They trail by 7. For 3. Manecki with a rebound. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Courtney pulls it in to the middle. Here's the break, and the shot goes in. 9 points in the game. Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Pass to Smits. Up and in on the layup. Smits has got his second bucket on the night.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Pass to Poirier. Comes up empty down low. Knocked away. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back to you guys.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans. Thank you, Allie. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Butler outside. They get it again. Maneki. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Poirier. It's deflected. Oh, got a piece of it. And he banks in the layup.
Great recognition. Understanding that that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Pass to Maneki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The layup off target. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And it's Bobois missing. Out left to the wing. It's tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And here's Butler outside. No good there. Here's Smits. Averaging around 5 points a game. Six to shoot. Inside. Now here's Graham. 5 points in the game. There's the three. On target from range.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Bobois. Yet to see a basket. The three ball. Nora grabs the board. Right side, Graham. Fires the three. That shot, no good. Here's Dozier. Off target from outside. Here's Nora. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. The kick out to Graham. Clock at 6. Past him on a Eunice. Lets the three fly. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. All right, time for an injury report.
I was told it's a knee sprain. Not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. So this team is starting the year off with some tough news. But if there's a silver lining, it's a long season, so they have plenty of time to make the necessary adjustments.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the update. Good to get that information.
Well, look, injuries take a mental toll as well. These guys all want to be contributing to the best of their ability. It's tough to sit out and watch.
On the take. The kick out to Graham. Pass to Nora. Jacks up a three. And it's Smits with a rebound. 1:09 left to play in the third. Here's Poirier. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He's made one and missed one so far at the line. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the visitors call time here. .103 left in the third quarter. Outside Graham. From behind the arc. Can't get it to drop.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
To the wing, right side. Swider. Back to Jones. Pass to Swider. Back to Jones. Another shot. Nora grabs the board. Here's Graham. He's got 5. Passed him on a Eunice. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here's Graham. Pass to Nora. Here's Ogilvy. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. To the paint. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Graham goes in. Layup laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Swider. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Ogilvy. Here's Nora. The 3. The rebound by Swider.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Pass to Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Graham on the attack. Off with the layup.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Down low. Here's Nora. Outside Graham. Fires the 3. Jones grabs the board. Here's Lloyd. Drives to the hoop. No good with a layup.
He's playing bigger than his listed height. He's doing work on that glass.
Graham misses.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Here's Lloyd. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First free throw is good. Hits both from the stripe.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work. And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
To the middle. Manecki can't hit. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Let's go with a 3. Manecki with a rebound. Outside Butler. Plenty of space. To the inside. Here's Manecki. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Here's Lloyd. Launches it. No good that time. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. And that one is right through the heart. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Banked it in off the glass.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Into the lane. Over to the wing. They set the screen. Oh, no good on the layup.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's Dozier. Oh, touches it off the glass.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
picked off. Oh, it's stolen. Oh, he can't get the layup. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up. You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Lloyd. The home team calls timeout.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you got to make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. And here they come. Here's Dozier. Now it's Jones. Oh, no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Can't get the three. Here's Dozier. Now it's Jones. And here they go on a free run to the bucket.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
Up and over the defense with one hand. Unbelievable.
I thought the D had a chance to cut him off, but then he made his move to the rack. Impressive. Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Nope. Now Butler picked it out of midair. The visiting club takes